In 1996, the population of Provo, Utah was nearing 100,000, making it the second largest city in the state. That same year, thousands cheered in Atlanta as an ailing Muhammad Ali lit the Olympic torch. Across the ocean, years of conflict ended in Bosnia as a ceasefire was declared and peaceful elections held. And in Britain, an unknown author, J.K. Rowling, finally found a publisher for her first novel about a young wizard named Harry Potter. Several months previous, 4 men met in a Provo restaurant to discuss forming a business. It would be unlike any other business then existing. Based on an obscure fruit from Tahiti, the risks and the unknowns were many. But as they talked on that fall afternoon, each in their own way felt a fire and passion within that would ignite into something beyond their imaginations.
The genius of the free enterprise system is that an idea, simply one idea, can become an organization that provides livelihood for thousands and a product that can literally benefit millions. And it all begins with just one idea whose time has come.
The idea came from the minds of John Wadsworth and Stephen Story. Food scientists, Wadsworth and Story, had come across research on a fruit called Noni that purportedly had unusual health benefits among Tahitians. Uncertain, they secured a sample of the fruit.
It was such a humble beginning at first, working out of a one-car garage and a little office in the back of the house, and then having this crude sample.
But thank goodness John had the vision. John could see the vision of the fruit. He could see that this was something that had never been brought to the market. I, on the other hand, my vision was different. Mine was like, okay, John, you work on that. I'll go over here and work on some things that can bring us in some money.
Despite obstacles, Wadsworth and Story continued working with the fruit, eventually developing a flavoring and production process. Then came the meeting at a Provo restaurant, where businessmen Kim and Carrie Acey were invited to become partners. A short time later, marketing expert Kelly Olson joined the team.
I think that I immediately had a feeling that there was something very special about it. A product discovered from Tahiti that was unlike anything that had ever been on the market before, first time.
I had the feeling, to be honest with you, that I'd come home, and that this was something that was going to be very significant in my life.
Also, my brother Kim and I were trying to do is to do something good that we could feel good as fathers. Both of us at the time were unemployed, and we were trying to find something that we could make honest, good income, and it was doing good for others.
I believe that destiny brought us together. Each one of us have different backgrounds, different experiences, and we were able to come together in a united way, in a very powerful way. And I think that maybe this management team is the most powerful team that's ever been assembled in this industry.
From a marketing perspective, it was a slam dunk. First product, first of its kind in the market, exclusive, history, benefits. All we had to do is build a company around this product, and we knew it would be successful.
On July 1st, 1996, Morinda Incorporated, forerunner of TNI, officially opened for business in a small warehouse in Linden, Utah.
It was great to be a part of something that had a real mission. I mean, back then job titles really meant nothing. If something needed to be done in auto ship, everybody pitched in and helped out with auto ship.
A card table was set up, and one of the interview questions was, do I play basketball?
Then I also remember that we seemed to be able to always be munching on bagels and donuts.
We knew everyone. I knew every person that worked at Noni International by name. And we not only spent time together at work, but we spent time together outside of work. A lot of people don't know this, but I got engaged at the Linden warehouse to my wife, who was also an employee of Noni International at the time.
And the company started growing so fast, so rapidly, that we couldn't keep up with it. Suddenly we had to take some of the warehouse and put desks and chairs in it for people to answer the phone.
Business was booming and increasing every single day.
Some people would call the number and they would be put on hold for an hour at a time. And so we decided that we needed to shut the company down. This was a very dangerous move, but we couldn't keep up with it. And so just around Christmas time, just before Christmas, we shut the company down for 2 weeks so that we could train our people and get the operation up to speed so that we could handle the business that was coming our way.
It was very exciting to be part of a company that you knew was going to go somewhere.
It was a lot of hard work, late nights, long days.
There was no weekends in the early part of this business. We didn't know what a weekend was, neither did those employees. Their dedicated service made this company what it is today. And some of them are still with us, and we're so grateful for them.
Well, our first distributors are very dear to our heart because they are pioneers. They're the ones that started with us and have seen our company grow from a startup on a very tight budget and very meager facilities to the amazing success that it is today. And I'll tell you, nothing can match their vision and passion.
But there was no furniture, only folding chairs. The whiteboard was up leaning against the wall. And I went out in the back, and there were several thousand bottles of this Noni juice, this juice they're going to sell. And I said, a Noni? What's a Noni?
I was on the phone night and day. And I would work at the company from 8:30 in the morning till 5:30 or whatever, and then I would go to my little kitchenette, a little hotel. I would buy little phone cards, and I would work off my phone in the hotel till 12 o'clock at night. It was constant. And so I began to see this thing coming.
It was the stories that kept me moving forward. It was the stories that kept me saying, got to get more product out, because the feedback that I was hearing from people about what the juice was doing just made you want to get out there and move more product.
I had already promised my wife that I wouldn't sign up in anything, because when I left the home to go meet with them, she told me, if you sign up in anything, don't come home.
I didn't want anything to do with this. But what got me, as a mom with 8 kids, Kerry got a call from his little son, Taff. I think he was about 7 years old then. And he excused himself so kindly and gently and took that call. And to me, that was the best thing he could have done as a mom, because that showed to me his family meant more to him than trying to get some new distributors.
But you know, we were so excited about what was happening with this product, we grabbed a hold of the steering wheel, you might say, and we hung on.
Kelly called me, it was a Saturday afternoon, and said, I got the first 8.5 sheet ready. And I ran over to his house, rang the doorbell, his wife opened the door, I ran upstairs, and I grabbed the very first piece of literature that ever was printed by Noni International. It was called Mirinda then. I grabbed that off of his printer and went home and started faxing it out to people.
Because of the phone jams, so many people calling, people couldn't get their product ordered. And so they decided to open up the warehouse in the back and put 4 computers back there, you know, it's will call, and let people come and pick up their product. And I would go out there, and they would be 50-foot lines, 4 lines. It looked like Walmart. And I would go out there and talk to these people. And I would say, you know, where are you from? They'd say, well, I'm from Arizona, California, New Mexico. I said, you mean you drove all the way here to get the product? Yes, we got to have the product.